to know. What you need to know.
Talk 1470. WNN.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. Welcome to the Ask the Experts show with local celebrity hosts Steve-O and Rene. Sit back each week while Steve-O and Rene educate you with live in-studio experts, such as lawyers, doctors, home improvement, and financial experts in their field. Call in and have your questions answered each week at 888-565-1470. Now, here is Steve-O and Rene with today's expert in their field.
Good afternoon. You have got the Ask the Expert show on Labor Day. We are live in studio today.
We always work. There's never a down day.
If you've just tuned in. Did I say turned in? If you've tuned in.
Like, and don't turn your dial.
Exactly. We are here on a holiday working just like our guest is going to be here in studio. Both guests. We have a guest in the second half hour, too.
Two important topics, too.
If you've tuned in for the first time,
much better.
Our show is called Ask the Experts, and we have some of the most incredible experts in the field of law, health, financial, and home improvement. And I'm telling you, we have really lucked out. We have what I consider, and I've worked with a lot of addiction centers.
Top in the field.
The creme de la creme, the top.
What was that? Creme de la creme.
It just flows right off. We have Unity Recovery Center. And I'm telling you, I know because Rene and I are in the marketing business, and it's our job to find out who the top in any field is. And Unity
and we've got them, yes.
Without a doubt, the best. Now, if you'd like to watch today's show live, you can watch us live by going to www.wwnnradio.com. You'll see on the left-hand side of the page it says WNN TV. Click there, and you can actually watch our show live today.
That's right.
And if you'd like to call in and ask our guest a question, you can call us at 888-565-1470. Are you impressed? I didn't have to even look down.
Are you trying to impress me?
No, I'm always trying to impress you. So let me introduce to you our guest. I loved his title. This is Mike Ross, Behavioral Health Technician Manager at Unity Recovery Center. Hi, Mike.
Hi, how are you guys
Welcome
doing?
to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Well, I just want to mention also, in the second half hour, we also have one of the top attorneys in South Florida to talk about public insurance adjusting.
Oh, that's right.
So, Mike, thanks for coming in on Labor Day with us.
Thank you very much for having me.
So, we've got so many questions for you. First thing is, tell us a little bit about Unity Recovery Center.
Unity Recovery Center is probably one of the premier treatment centers in South Florida. We have 4 locations. We have a starting point detox center, which is in Port St. Lucie. We have Unity Recovery Center, which is Holistic Track, which is in Hope Sound. And we also have Unity Recovery Center, which is Adventure Base, which is in North Palm Beach. And then we have a Sober Living Center, which is an IOP setting down in North Palm Beach also.
So you cover all of South Florida.
Well, we do our best, yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
See, he's already calling you ma'am. I thought that was...
That's because you didn't introduce me.
I didn't?
No, but that's okay, Steve-O. Don't worry about it. I'm good.
Did I wish you a happy birthday last
Okay,
week?
my birthday was like 2 months ago. Settle down up there. Good try.
And tell us what a behavioral manager, technician manager does.
My job is basically to oversee all the tech staff that we have at our center. And we have tech staff there 24/7, making sure that we're meeting all the clients' needs.
So these are living facilities.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. And we make sure that, we take care of the client. They're with us for a minimum of 30 days. And there's a lot of wants and there's a lot of needs. And we got to make sure that we take care of them to make that first step as easy as possible for them.
So let me just ask you something. You said something about the sober house. So is that after the treatment to go there, like a living facility?
Yes, ma'am. The Sober Living Center is an IOP setting, and what they do is it's more of a less of a structure, but there's still structure. They have certain curfews and guidelines. They can leave the property if they want.
Right, so like to continue on after treatment.
Absolutely, absolutely. Continuing care.
That's perfect.
This is such, I don't even know how to describe it. This is, in the health field, this is a tough area.
It is. What type of addictions do you treat?
We treat drug, alcohol. We also do diagnose when it comes to depression, anxiety. It's important to know that with alcohol and drug addiction, there comes a lot of different things in our lives that need to be taken care of. I found that once I myself personally removed the obsession to drink or drug, the rest of the stuff kind of fell into place with the help of the team that helped me.
Right. So what are the signs to look at for somebody that has an addiction problem?
Normally it's no money, missing work, anxiety, anger, looking at everything as far as being in the wrong place, the wrong time, and the woe is me factor.
You know, with what's going on with the economy now, which I'm sure affects a lot of people, have you seen your clients going up in numbers now? It just seems like there's so much depression out there now, and anxiety, and with the economy.
And maybe because of that, people are turning to different types of drugs or alcohol.
We definitely see a fluctuation in numbers that are rising, and it's to the point where people are finally realizing that this disease that we call addiction is a killer. And people are trying to understand the fact that if they don't get help today, they may not be here tomorrow.
What is the first hurdle? I mean, we have people out there listening right now that either they have an addiction problem,
Or a family member or a friend. Yes.
What can they do to move that person in the right direction, like with a facility like yours?
My best suggestion would be to, first of all, realize that the person has to realize they have a problem.
Right. Once they admit that, that's the biggest hurdle, right?
Correct. And then from there, it's the person wanting to be willing to get help. A lot of people, because of disease of addiction, don't think they have a problem.
Right.
Today, we know so much more. Because back in the day, addiction was not as in the forefront it is now. We thought just because you held a job, just because you paid the bills, just because your family was still with you, that you didn't have a problem with alcohol or a drug.
Right, because there are many people that hold full-time jobs that actually do have addiction problems.
Absolutely.
So how do you discuss that with them? How do you bring up the topic of saying, do you have a problem?
Well, how it was brought up to me, and I always speak in IME things, is it was either get help or I was going to die, lose my job, and lose my family. And that's how we approach people. Like, this is for you.
You know what the most frustrating thing, and I'm not going to mention my ex-wife at all, but
You just did.
I mean, there's no one. And every night she'd have a drink, and I would say, "You've got to stop this." "Oh, I don't have a problem." Even though she would have a drink every single night, I don't have a
So
problem.
even if you have like a glass of wine every day or a beer every day, is that considered an addict? Is that a drink? Are you considered an alcoholic?
In my eyes, if you could stop at one, you probably don't have an addiction. But if it comes to the point where you're waking up in the morning, you don't remember where you went, what you did, who you were with, you have no money in your pocket, that's, someone, I could never go out and just have one.
Right, because I was under the understanding that if you had to have a drink every day, even one, that you're considered an alcoholic.
There's so many different levels. There's so many different levels that, would have to be addressed as far as a one-on-one basis with a client.
That makes it tough for somebody from the outside to get that person to take that first step. And then I'm sure you have a lot of people who do take the first step, and then I call it backslide. That has got to be so frustrating.
We call it the I got this syndrome.
Oh, that's what it's called?
Yes, it's called I got this.
Which means what?
It means that people who come into treatment, the first part of coming into treatment is that you're willing to make the step. You got to finish what you start. People come in 10, 11, 12 days, they start feeling better physically. And they're like, I got this.
So they want out.
And they say those magic words, I got this, which to me is the three most deadliest words when it comes to this disease. I have over 4 years clean and sober, and
Congratulations, by
Yes.
the way.
Thank you. And I could never, ever, ever say those words. And blessed that I'm actually an alumni of Unity.
That's
Wow.
wonderful.
Yeah,
Mazel tov. That's really nice.
Like I went through as a client on March 18, 2010.
Do you feel like people have more respect of your knowledge knowing you've probably been in their place before at one time?
It does help. Absolutely.
I would say
'Cause you
so.
understand- you
Absolutely.
understand where they're at.
Yeah.
Exactly.
My favorite line is, you don't understand what I'm going through, and I try to explain.
yes,
to
you
everybody.
do.
Yes,
Big time.
Yeah, I've been there. I've done that. I've sat in those chairs. I've rode in those vans. I've been to these therapy sessions, and they saved my life. And then that's the most important thing. That's the one-on-one I have with the client, which is absolutely phenomenal for me.
So you live every day fighting those addictions. I mean, truly.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
When someone decides to first come to Unity, what's the first step?
The first step would be to call one of our admissions advisors.
And please give me your phone number too.
The admissions advisor phone number is 855-730-4355. They're answering phones 24/7 to help people.
How about interventions? Do families ever do interventions? Because you hear about that.
Right. A lot of families do interventions.
So how do you go about that process?
Well, that would be an outside source. We have some people, if you call the mission advisors, that could probably get you in contact with some interventionists. It's a very delicate field. You have to know what you're doing. Even though I'm a recovering alcoholic, I could never actually go and be an interventionist because there's a whole lot of different things that go
To
with
try
that.
to convince somebody that they have a problem that doesn't want to admit it.
Absolutely.
Is there something? I mean, I feel out there's someone who's listening right now that has an addiction problem, and that doesn't make you a bad person. I mean, there's a lot of people out there who have all kinds of problems. You're not the Lone Ranger. Is there something a family member can say to get a relative or a friend to take a first step, to come to a place like Unity?
I love you. I don't want you to die. You have to seek some sort of help.
Wow.
Does that help?
It worked for me.
It did.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. That's huge. That's unbelievable. So once you go into the facility, do you get to have contact still with family and friends?
Absolutely. We have visitations on every Sunday between 12 and 4:30 where the loved ones to come and visit, take them off-site, do what they got to do, bring them back. We also allow phone contact.
So you're not cut off from the world? Because people think that.
No, we don't cut you off, but we do have to kind of guard you.
Limit.
Right. 7 days a week, 2 hours a day, talking to a loved one on the phone is not healthy.
Right.
We're there to help you take care of self. And if I don't take care of self, the rest doesn't happen.
Wow. So do they have family members as well come in for counseling sessions?
We have family weekend also, just every third weekend of the month. And we also, they do family counseling calls with their therapist.
Because I would think sometimes some of these problems are caused by some of these dysfunctional family issues.
Absolutely. And
So that has to be worked on as well.
Right, and the therapists encourage having their clients contact their family and get them involved in the treatment plan.
What does it mean you do it on a holistic basis? Well, you have a lot of different treatments. Depends on the case, I'm sure. What is a holistic way of treating people?
Holistic is we don't offer any narcotics. We do chiropractic, we do massage, we have AVS, biofeedback, neurofeedback, acupuncture. Working on the mind, body, and soul. We offer Tai Chi, we offer yoga. It's all about getting
Which is a much better approach. Because I've always thought that if you were on some sort of heavy drugs, like heroin per se, that you'd have to go on something to come down from that.
No, that is false.
That's a fallacy?
Absolutely. That is something where we won't put you on a narcotic to get you off a narcotic.
Oh, that's good. No.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that people take as far as methadone and things of that nature. I mean, and that's how they choose to live. But you can get better, and you can live clean and sober without any narcotics whatsoever.
So do you incorporate AA and NA, those principles?
Yes, ma'am. We have 12 steps in both.
So 12 steps is still around after all these years.
AA has 75 years. They just celebrated in June. And I believe NA is coming up on something like 56 years.
Okay, so some people don't know what the 12-step program is. So tell everybody what those principles are.
The 12-step program is pretty much, it's a guidelines for life of living for me. It's simply 12 simple steps that are put down to help you get better and to practice them every day, not just when I need them. It's so simple that we tend to overcomplicate it.
And then after you leave the facility as well.
Right. We suggest you go to 90 meetings in 90 days. We suggest you find a sponsor to help you. You suggest you find a home group, do service work, give back, help another alcoholic addict if you can. It's a big part of my program.
So the sponsors are usually other addicts.
Or alcoholics.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I've got like 1,000 questions for Mike. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we've got Mike Ross in studio.
From
and
Unity Recovery
Center. We will be right back.
Unity Recovery Group specializes in helping people who are struggling with and feel trapped by the only disease that tells you you don't have one. They deliver industry-leading holistic therapies in a clean environment and help real people discover the distress and trauma contributing to their addictions. They provide powerful tools to help recovering addicts manage life challenges and win their battle with substance abuse. Many of Unity Recovery Group's clients arrive at a crossroads in their lives. Some have gone through their unsuccessful and disheartening attempts at recovery. But for all of them, Unity is a place where they can honor a promise they made to themselves to take responsibility for their futures. If you or any family member are struggling with addiction, call Unity Recovery Group at 855-730-4355 or go to their website at unityrecoveryrehab.com. Learn how to love life again without the crutch of substance abuse. No two patients' addictions are alike, so individualized treatment is crucial. Let Unity Recovery Group show you why they are one of the most trusted and caring providers of addiction recovery treatments. Call them today at 855-730-4355.
And we're back in studio with Mike Ross with Unity Recovery Center. And Mike is a behavioral health technician manager. So, Mike, give everybody the phone number again.
The phone number is 855-730-4355.
And Steve-O, give the phone number here in case anybody has a question for Mike.
Yes, it's 888-565-1470. We were just talking during the break, and I'm not trying to make this a religious show, but God is the most important thing in my life. And I just asked Mike, I said, because you can't do this without God. So it doesn't matter what religion you are, God is so important out there. And
well, to have a belief in something, you have to.
Well, Mike he just said, yes, it's how important it is. It's the basis of where he's at now.
And that's my program. And the steps of AA and NA are really spiritually based program. But like Rene said, you have to believe that there's something bigger than you out there helping you through this disease, because it is a beast and it will kill you.
I tell people all the time that it's really hard to do this in the flesh. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That, you've got to have something more powerful and stronger to get you through this. Now, tell us, how is your program different than other programs out there?
Well, our program is set up like everyday life. My idea is that we take the clients every Monday through Friday. We get them up at 7 a.m. They cook themselves breakfast. They get their morning medications they have to. They make sure that their units are clean. They make their beds. They make sure the common area is clean. And then they come to the center. Center starts at 8:30. Go to morning meditation. After morning meditation, you'll have 2 groups after that till 11:45. And then you go home for lunch. And then you come back at 1:30 and you finish out the day till 4 o'clock. To me, it's like going to work every day.
I was just about to say that, yeah.
It's structure. We have a very, very structured program. It's one of the best ones around. We did a lot of fine-tuning with it. We made sure that it's proper. We made sure that things work in the right way.
And the holistic approach as well.
Right, especially with the yoga, Tai Chi, with the,
which is unusual.
A lot of places don't offer that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's got to be so tough when a person comes in for the first time. For you guys, we know it's tough for them. Mm-hmm. But, you must see so many things, because I've actually seen it as a prayer counselor. There's some people who've really got some deep-rooted problems, and now they've decided to come to Unity Recovery Center. that first sit-down meeting must really be tough.
That's actually probably the most important part of their treatment. Because with their therapists and with their case managers, they set up a treatment plan.
Mm-hmm.
And the treatment plan, you have to be honest. You have to let them know what's going on, not only with whether it be drugs or alcohol, the family issues, the anger issues, the depression. If we don't know, we can't help. And like I said, the first step is honesty, and realizing that you have to be honest and forthright with everything that you want to work on while you have your treatment plan. And each client comes in with different things, and each client is set up with a different treatment plan for what their needs are with their therapist.
So do you treat depression and anxiety also?
Absolutely.
I would think that's very important.
And that goes, I would think that goes hand in hand with the addiction.
It did for me.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, it did for me. There was many nights I would go to sleep at night and just hope that I wouldn't wake up.
Wow.
Yeah, just hoping that because the whole world would be better off without me. That was my disease lying to me. I had a lot more to do in my life. I had a loving wife and loving family that cared for me, and it was
That
important.
stuck by you through everything.
Through thick and thin, through hell and high water. Yes, yes.
So see, listen to the end result for people who do get help. That there's
Because there is life after addiction.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Tell us about some of the specialists and the therapists at the facility.
Well, all therapists, in my eyes, are special. They definitely do individualized treatment plans for all the clients. We're not a cookie-cutter program. So you're not going to come in with like, okay, every therapist has the exact same therapy plan for each client. Each client is individualized. Each client is talked to and helped every day.
So if there's struggles within the facility, how do they handle that on an individual basis? I mean, I'm sure it just is not so easy. People come in. I'm sure there's always things that go on.
Mm-hmm. We have a very, very good crew. I mean, we have a clinical director. Her name is Christina Raudo. And we also have a director of client services. His name is Chris Patton. And we're probably like the three-prong attack. We take the clients aside, we sit down, talk with them if they need help with anything, any special requests they may have, any things of that nature.
So do people stay overnight with their patients?
Well, we have a 24-hour tech staff, and 60% of our tech staff is in recovery, so that helps out with the addiction part. Our tech staff is really, really tuned with helping them as far as getting them until they can see their therapist or talk to someone the next day.
I'm going to brag on Unity a little bit. We actually have done business with Unity before in the past, and I was blown away. They wanted to promote Unity in other cities. They wanted to promote Unity in Chicago and New Jersey. I'm going, but wait a minute, you're right, you're here in South Florida. They said, we get people from all over the United States.
Which is wonderful, yeah.
Mm-hmm. We get people from California, Jersey, Arkansas, everywhere.
Speak so highly
Wait a
of
second,
your
are you from
reputation.
Jersey?
I'm from Boston originally.
Oh, okay, because he said Jersey. Usually
Yeah.
when you say Jersey, you're from New
Yeah,
Jersey.
yeah. Well, that's because we deal with a lot of people from New Jersey.
Right.
You know, and so I mean, you just got such a great reputation, and reputation means success, and that's what's so important. So even if you've tried
Yes, and what
another
happens
facility,
and what again with the relapse? I mean, not that we mentioned that, but do you find that you have people that leave the facility and come back?
Absolutely. Relapse is a part of the disease. It's not necessary, but it's a part of. And the one thing that in Unity, there's never any judgment with any client coming back. We don't shoot our wounded. It's with open
So
arms.
is the services the same the second time around?
Absolutely.
But they're more knowledgeable this time coming back
Hopefully.
of the process.
Yeah, they're more knowledgeable of the process, and hopefully they're more knowledgeable of their disease also. That it doesn't take a day off like Labor Day.
Right, that's exactly it.
I want to give Unity's website address. You've got such a great website. It's www.unityrehab.com. So much great information on what Unity does. We're going to be having Unity Recovery Center on every month, which I'm really excited about. And I'm excited that we've got Unity. I mean,
Yes, absolutely.
Because this is Ask the Experts, and it's just, I'm so glad because I know so much about Unity. I haven't been a patient there, but I have talked to people who've actually been to Unity with great success stories. And it must make you feel so good.
Well, he's a success story right here.
Yeah. When I see people make it, we always get the phone calls into the center like, "Hi, just passed my 6 months," or they'll send me an email.
That's nice to hear, right?
It's phenomenal. My wife and I were just on the way here, and there was a lady by the name of Jeanette, and she had just passed how long? 2.5 years, maybe.
Wonderful.
And it's one of
That's
those.
why I said it's always a daily struggle.
It's 24 hours. It's all
Yes.
we're asking for. If you can keep the disease under control just for today, you got a good shot at taking care of it
That's
tomorrow.
an accomplishment. Give everybody your website address.
The website, the one I have here is www.unityrecovery.com.
And your phone number again.
The phone number is 855-730-4355.
You know, it's pretty amazing. And I guess when you're I'm spiritual, I won't say religious, spiritual. Today's Labor Day. This is a day off for a lot of people. The station is not that close.
He drove from Port St.
I
Lucie,
know.
which is pretty incredible.
Because it really is all about just reaching one person at
Absolutely.
a time. And for Mike and his wife to come on today on Labor Day, that's pretty amazing.
Yes.
It's pretty amazing because that's the goal. If we can just reach one person at a time. And I can't thank you enough for coming on today on I'm sure your day off, because he knows what it's like. He's been there before. And I'm telling you, if you're listening to the show today,
If you have a family
stop
member,
sitting
yes.
back, okay? You're not going to defeat this demon by itself. You need help, and there's nothing wrong with getting help. And Unity, I mean, they've treated thousands and thousands and thousands of people. You're not going to be any different. You're not going to see anything new they haven't already seen. And we're just so glad we have you, that you're going to be coming in every month with us.
And also, I want to mention, if you want to watch today's show, you can go to WWNN Radio's website, and WWNN TV link is on the left-hand side of the page, and our show is up there. You get more information about today's
You
guests.
can go back and rewatch the show. Is that right?
Rewatch it,
Review
re-listen to it.
Listen to it again.
Yes.
And maybe listening to it again might even make a difference. But, bro, thanks for coming on with us today. We're going to go to a break, and when we come back, we have our attorney on, our public adjuster attorney,
Yes.
Mike
Puchadas.
Yes. We will be right back.
Unity Recovery Group specializes in helping people who are struggling with and feel trapped by the only disease that tells you you don't have one. They deliver industry-leading holistic therapies in a clean environment and help real people discover the distress and trauma contributing to their addictions. They provide powerful tools to help recovering addicts manage life challenges and win their battle with substance abuse. Many of Unity Recovery Group's clients arrive at a crossroads in their lives. Some have gone through their unsuccessful and disheartening attempts at recovery. But for all of them, Unity is a place where they can honor a promise they made to themselves to take responsibility for their futures. If you or any family member are struggling with addiction, call Unity Recovery Group at 855-730-4355 or go to their website at unityrecoveryrehab.com. Learn how to love life again without the crutch of substance abuse. No two patients' addictions are alike, so individualized treatment is crucial. Let Unity Recovery Group show you why they are one of the most trusted and caring providers of addiction recovery treatments. Call them today at 855-730-4355.
Hi, I'm Steve-O with the Ask the Experts radio show. Join my co-host Rene and I every Friday as we interview some of the most prominent professionals in Palm Beach and Broward County. Each week we combine educational information on a variety of topics with a touch of humor and entertainment in the areas of legal, health, financial, and home improvement so you can be more informed. We offer interviews on such topics as family law, foreclosure defense, estate planning, sleep apnea, roof repair, funeral pre-needs, mold and mildew, alcoholism addiction, and even a show that teaches you how to buy a new and used car from one of the top dealerships in South Florida. If you have a business and would like to be part of the Ask the Expert show, contact us at 954-336-3767. Position your company as an expert in your field. Call Ask the Experts radio show at 954-336-3767. Be sure to catch our show every Friday from 4 to 5 p.m. or watch our show live at wwnnradio.com and click on the WWNN TV link.
Roof leaks, broken plumbing, fire, theft, vandalism. Your home insurance policy covers these damages and much more. As a licensed Florida attorney for over 20 years in claims management and insurance litigation, the law office of Michael A. Puchades can handle your claim at every stage, including litigation, should your insurance company refuse to pay. At no cost to you, their legal team provides 24-hour claim reporting, free inspections and estimates by qualified loss consultants within 24 hours of your call, full-service legal representation until your claim is paid in full. And if a lawsuit must be filed to force the insurance company to pay for your damages, the legal fees and costs are paid directly by the insurance company. No recovery, no fees. The law office of Michael A. Puchades will turn property damage into money in your pocket to fix your home at no cost to you. Don't keep wasting time and money making repairs on your own. Call the law firm of Michael A. Puchades today, 305-908-1859.
And we're back.
We are back.
Wow, I love that portion of the show.
Yes.
I mean,
Well, it's a very important topic. It really is. I mean, a lot of people are dealing with this on a daily basis, whether they have an addiction or a family member that's addicted. It's a very important topic.
and if you've tuned in for the first time, because there's a lot of people are at home today, Ask the Experts is a show every 30 minutes during the hour. We have a new expert on. We do health, we do legal,
Financial, everything.
And we have got some of the greatest experts. But the problem is when you do a live show like this,
And the guest is not on time, then we become the experts.
exactly. And this half hour is brought to you by Michael Puchades.
Yes.
And what's really unusual about Michael's practice is he practices public adjusting.
Right.
But he's an attorney.
Which is wonderful, and that's what you need. Because if you have a problem, like my sister had a problem in her house because of a leak, and you try to collect from an insurance company, you run into a lot of problems and have to fight the insurance company to get the money.
Your
and the same
sister went through
she
so
did,
much
and I have to say, and so did I, because I don't know if you remember when Hurricane Gloria hit. That was one of the worst hurricanes besides Andrew here. I also had a really bad ceiling leak in my dining room, and I never collected money from the insurance company for that.
Well, I like what Michael...
So I needed Michael then.
Exactly. And what I like is that imagine you're an insurance company. You've got all these big attorneys, and you're going up against a public adjuster versus an attorney that specializes.
That's what I'm saying. That you're so
I
much
don't
better
wanna
off.
go
You're so
up
much. Yeah, you're so much
I
better
don't
off
wanna
having
go
an
up
attorney.
against the attorney.
Me neither.
Because he could go to court with this.
Right.
Whereas if you just have a public adjusting company.
Well, he could litigate it.
Exactly, and that's why I wanted Michael as part of the show, because it just makes more sense having an attorney and he has 20 years of experience with litigation and strictly just public adjusting. So,
which is very impressive.
Yeah. So I mean, even if you've got a business, it's not just residential. If you know,
right.
There's
he handles both.
Leaks that happen. There's mold. There's theft. There's almost
there's
said,
what?
Don't
curse over there. I thought another word was coming out.
No, I wanted to
Gotta
say
be careful
fire.
over there.
See, even the voice, the throat thinks it's Labor Day, so it's we can't sit around and watch Lifetime today.
Why not? That's what I want to do.
So the name of Michael's law firm is Michael A. Puchades. It's spelled Puchades Esquire, and that's actually the name of his practice.
Yes, and where is his office
Well,
located?
his office is in Miami, but they will actually come to your house.
Oh, they do home
Yes.
visits.
They do
Wow.
home visits.
It's like a doctor.
And he has a staff of people, of experts that know how to, decide what your claim should be.
Right.
And they're on your side. They're not on the insurance company side. There's no cost out of your pocket.
Wow.
Yes. So, he gets the insurance company to pay the fees.
His fees. The
Yes,
insurance
to pay
company pays his fees. Wow.
Yes.
That's
So
incredible.
When you hire him, there's no fees to pay. And
Which is even better.
It's probably not going to get
And
to
why
court.
wouldn't you hire him then?
Exactly. And it's probably not going to get to court because if I'm the insurance company and I see a lawyer
You don't want to go up
starting
against him.
off,
Exactly.
a litigator,
Right.
I don't even want to go there at all. So I was so happy that we got Michael to. This is our public adjusting 30-minute segment. So I'm so excited that we have someone like Michael. I'm sure he probably, listen, when you're coming out 95 and you're coming from Miami, you never know what's going to happen on Interstate 95. It just takes one small wreck and it just backs everything up.
Right.
But I wanted to
And that's what happens with live radio, unfortunately.
I know. And I wanted to kind of go back to your sister with all the trouble that she had with her floor.
Yeah, I think she did hire somebody, but I'm not quite sure who it was. And she barely collected anything. And it mostly came out of her pocket. And like I said, the same thing for my dining room. When I had that leak caused by the hurricane, I got nothing. So I should have gone to Mike's law firm.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people who went through one of our hurricanes that ended up with nothing. This is such a precise. I saw someone that they couldn't match the same tile, the floor tile.
And you know what happens? You have to redo the whole floor.
The whole floor had
Right.
to be replaced, and the
And
insurance.
the insurance companies don't want to hear that.
No, they don't want to hear that.
Or if you have a leak in your ceiling, obviously you have to rip down some of the sheetrock and
Exactly.
replace portions of the ceiling and paint.
Exactly. And you know what? If you've had a problem collecting, like from insurance
And I'm
companies,
sure most people out there did.
give us a call here right now to 888-565-1470 and tell us your horror story that you had, because a lot of
You want people to call with their problems?
Exactly, because you know what? Let me tell you something.
We'll put you through
a
the
lot
Michael.
of people don't know about a law office like Michael has, that there's people out there.
That's what I'm saying, because when that happened to me, I had no clue. And when the insurance turned down my claim, that was it for me. I just let it go. So it ended up costing me money.
So, and I like the way they do house calls. That's pretty phenomenal.
And the fact that he does businesses as well as residential, that's wonderful.
And they cover all of Palm Beach County.
And Broward.
All of Broward. And, of course, they cover day
Right.
2. And this is going to be a great monthly show, because I'm telling you, there's so many people out there that don't even know that something like this exists. They just,
That's what we're here for.
Exactly. So the insurance companies go, "Oh, I'm sorry.
You have a little pep in your step over there. You're getting excited.
I'm sorry, we can't this is the best we can do. We would love to give
And
you
you
more."
know the insurance companies, they never want to pay for anything.
That's their job.
Right, to fight you.
To pay you the least amount.
Yes.
But again, when you have an attorney that steps up to the plate against the insurance companies, right there, I'm going to tell you something. If I was the insurance, I'm throwing my hands up, because I don't want to go through an expensive battle in court.
That's right.
I'd rather just settle this versus just a
Well, the
public
fact that he doesn't
adjuster.
charge for this is totally amazing.
Oh, he's going to get his money.
No, he gets it from the insurance company.
Exactly.
But why wouldn't you want to hire an attorney that's not going to charge you anything, and then it's going to cost the insurance company additional fees for not paying you?
And I
Which is
also
brilliant.
like-
I mean, that's an unbelievable
You know what?
concept.
I also like the idea. He has his own rapid response team. So if something happens, man, he's going to get someone out there.
And most of the time, usually, what happens is if there's a hurricane or something, or heavy rains, or a pipe that bursts in your house, you need somebody out there right away to fix it, and you need the insurance to cover it, because you don't have the money to pay for it out of your pocket.
A buddy of mine in Dallas actually also hired an attorney But the public adjuster company, he just wasn't satisfied. They didn't move the dollars at all.
Right.
They were offering, it was, I don't even remember what it was. It was $25,000, which they were offering. They weren't going to come off of that. The public adjuster couldn't get him another dime, and he actually ended up hiring an attorney, and he got
Did he get his money back?
He got $85,000.
Wow, incredible.
Yes. So it's a little bit of difference when attorneys approaching these insurance companies versus a company.
Well,
that if it has to be litigated, they're going to have to.
Yes, well, it's
hire
an intimidation factor.
Exactly. Michael's website is MA, and it's
Puchadas. It's P-U-C. Am I going to sit here and guess on this? It's P-U-C-H-A-D-E-S, I believe.
law.com. You can go to his website. His phone number is on there.
All his information is on
normally
there.
what we would do is we'd say, give us your phone number to everybody. But Michael's not here.
Right.
You know what? Maybe he got a
So
big...
we're winging it,
But
which is very interesting.
No, you never know. Maybe he got a big case all of a sudden.
I hope for his sake. That's great.
Dummy me left my cell phone out in the car. So if he tried...
Well, I wasn't going to say anything, but as long as you want to call yourself a dummy, that's fine.
Yeah, so let's go to commercial, and when we come back, we're going to spend the last 15 minutes
Talking about Ask the Experts and the whole
Exactly.
concept behind it.
Exactly. We will be right back.
Roof leaks, broken plumbing, fire, theft, vandalism. Your home insurance policy covers these damages and much more. As a licensed Florida attorney for over 20 years in claims management and insurance litigation, the law office of Michael A. Puchades can handle your claim at every stage, including litigation, should your insurance company refuse to pay, at no cost to you. Their legal team provides 24-hour claim reporting, free inspections and estimates by qualified loss consultants within 24 hours of your call, full service legal representation until your claim is paid in full. And if a lawsuit must be filed to force the insurance company to pay for your damages, the legal fees and costs are paid directly by the insurance company. No recovery, no fees. The law office of Michael A. Puchades will turn property damage into money in your pocket to fix your home at no cost to you. Don't keep wasting time and money making repairs on your own. Call the law firm of Michael A. Puchades today, 305-908-1859.
And we're back. We were supposed
Boy, are we back.
We were supposed to have attorney Michael Puchades in studio with us today, and attorney Michael Puchades is a public
insurance
adjuster, which is
And he's the expert in this field.
yeah. Well, it's very unusual because usually there's a lot of companies around here that do public adjusting,
But not attorneys.
but Michael is an attorney.
Yes, which makes a huge difference.
Yeah, just imagine going up against the insurance company and you've already got an attorney coming at them. I think they're going to think twice about how much they offer you. That's what I like about how
Absolutely.
Michael's practice is.
Give out his website, because now you
Yes.
have it. So give his website out
Yes.
in case you have any questions or you want to go
Yeah.
to his website and get his phone number.
Michael's phone number is 305-908-1860. His website, it's a great website. It's got so much great information on there. It's www.mapuchades. It's Puchades law.com.
And he does home visits.
Yes.
So for those of you that have had a problem in your house, whether it's a pipe that's leaked or anything,
Water
water
damage.
damage, and you put a
Mold.
claim, yes, and you put a claim into the insurance company and you're getting no response, call Mike.
Or maybe
and
you're
have-
getting a response like
well,
your
not good
sister
enough.
did.
Yes, not good enough. Or you're getting, or they're offering
Exactly.
you nothing,
Exactly.
or barely anything.
So, this is what Rene and I, why we developed Ask the Experts. It was hard because there was actually businesses that we turned down because we want to bring in the very best. And
Well, something, when we decided to do this about Ask the Experts, we felt that we needed to have the expert in each individual area, whether it's law, health, medical professionals.
And we have some of the best, like next, and our show is every Monday and Friday.
Soon to be on Thursdays, right? We're going to be
Soon to be on
increasing it.
Thursdays. Our show is from 4 to 5, and we have 2 segments each hour. We have a 30-minute segment with each of the experts, and we've got some incredible experts coming up.
We really do.
Yeah, like Friday we have a gentleman who, it's called U.S. Mold, and if you think that you might have mold, which is very dangerous, that's what Mike's company does. He sees if you have mold,
And he's been doing this forever.
and he does the
yes.
removal, and he's incredible.
He is.
And then we also have U.S. Globe. They are a
Global Roofing.
roofing company.
You got those two combined.
do.
Global Roofing, which he's been in business forever also. And he moved, I think he was originally working out of New York.
Exactly.
And moved to South Florida.
And Rene and I got the idea because in our neighborhood, we must be hit up at least 10 times a week from roofing companies,
Right.
telling us that
We'll clean
we
your
need a new
roof, or there's a problem with your roof. And what we found out from him is that it's a liability to even let somebody on your roof to look to see if there's a problem.
Exactly.
And to make sure that everybody had, that they have license or they're licensed to do this.
So Mike's company,
Even a roof cleaner, to power wash your
yes,
roof.
exactly.
Not to allow somebody to come on your roof to power wash your roof unless they're licensed. So we learned so many things from him.
So what we do is we share with you how to keep you from getting ripped off.
Yes.
And we brought in one of the top roofers in South Florida, because Mike does Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County. So both of them, we're going to have one on for the first 30 minutes, and the other one will be on the next 30 minutes. We have companies...
Leader and leader, criminal attorneys.
Does our criminal law show.
Right.
So
We have a
every
private
week-
investigator, so if you feel like you need a
Exactly.
private investigator, if you think somebody's cheating.
Oh, you know what? And he is going to be talking about national security.
Which is a huge topic right now. It really is.
If you have been watching the
Spencer
news,
Investigations.
yes, if you've been watching the news on what's going on out there,
Oh my God, craziness.
it's like they're already here.
That's
in
what
the
they're
United
saying. I
States.
believe that too.
I do too, because we've got these open borders, and
Well, we don't want to start getting into politics right now,
You're
but it's a very
exactly right.
scary thought. It really is, based on what's going on.
And we have a family psychologist coming on in the next
Dr.
couple.
Laura.
Yeah, her name is Dr. Laura.
Who sounds already like she's a celebrity.
Exactly. So we just have a little bit. We're like a smorgasbord. We have a little.
Are we?
Yeah, it sounds.
We give
good.
people a taste of each little thing,
Exactly. But
like a
there's-
Viennese table.
And if you've got a topic that you're interested in, or you have a business that you'd like to bring on, ask the experts.
If you think you're the top of your field.
I know
How's
you
that
do.
sound? I do?
You are.
Okay.
954-336-3767. You can call us at our offices if you would like to bring your business on our show.
To be part of the show, yes.
Yes, it's just, and we've got a huge audience, and we're so excited about it. Again, I want to go back a little bit back to Michael,
Okay.
because it's such an important area. I got to tell
Especially, something right now with hurricane season coming, and we've been lucky the last few years.
I
We
wonder if we're
really
gonna be
have.
lucky this year.
Okay, well, I don't want to give any kunaharas, but I'm just
Okay.
saying that we've been
I love
lucky.
it when you talk
I know you
Chinese.
do. Chinese,
I do.
right, of course.
I love it.
Anyway, but we've been really lucky, and you never know what's going to happen here, and people's houses get damaged, or water leakage.
It's
And
not
there's-
just residential. He
no,
does businesses
but that
also.
also affects businesses as well.
Whether-
Roof
and
damage.
Roof damage, leaks, also theft, fire. I mean, he handles all of that. So, and again, his phone number is 305-908-1860. The name of his law firm is Michael A. Puchadis, Esquire. His website is www.mapunhadeslaw.com.
Right, and if you have a problem already with your insurance company, if you've been working with an insurance company and you've had no success, and you're having a problem collecting, on damage or anything that's happened in your residence or your business, call him and get him involved. I'm sure he can help you.
You know, Michael told me that even if you have a public adjuster, you can still retain his office.
Which is wonderful.
Yeah. So, and I love the fact that there's...
No, because I'm saying that maybe people are working right now with a public adjuster or trying to collect from the insurance company and having a problem with that. But he could come in and fix those problems for you.
You know, you could have falling objects from the ceiling that damage your tile. I didn't know that. I didn't know.
Like the chandelier falling?
Chandelier falling. But I'm saying that there's just so many things that they do. And, of course, water damage restoration if you've got a problem there. So it's just, that's what's so great having Michael's as part of our show. It'd be even nicer if
he was here.
Right?
Yes, exactly.
But Michael's got 20 years of experience in claims management and insurance litigation. And if you are,
and we were so excited, when we got the public adjuster and we found out he was an attorney, because that makes it even so much better.
Yeah, because I've got my bulldog now.
Yes.
With the
me or him?
No, I've got that bulldog too. But it's just, to me, if anything ever goes wrong at our house again, I'm not hiring a public adjuster. I'm hiring a public adjuster who's an attorney.
Absolutely.
Who litigates, who's got 20 years of experience, who has seen everything possible. So I'm really excited. And I'm sure, I am sure, because he was really excited about coming on our show today.
Did you give him the right address this time?
We are in Fort Lauderdale, right?
I'm just saying. No, somebody claimed last time that we gave them the wrong address, but which we didn't.
Oh yeah, that was
we have documentation of that. We got it covered.
22 emails with our address on it. But I can't wait to have him back on again next month, so we can hear it.
Well, not back on.
Right from the horse's mouth. And God, we've been real troopers today, huh? Handling a whole show on.
Listen, you and I could schmooze about anything.
I think so.
I know so.
Our banner is so good. Again, if you'd like...
Our banner or banter?
Both. If you would like to... and if you're watching today's show on WNN 1470 website, there's people that specialize who do this. They're called AMP2 TV, Freddie Santori and Linda Harmon, and today Gio's with us today.
And they are the experts in production. So if you need any video production work, you contact them on their website at amp2.tv.
Yeah, that's www. Rene hates when I do this.
No, because you have to. Most people know to add the W's.
Okay, but I don't know, it just flows. www.amp2.
You just like saying the W.
TV does all of our production work.
Yes.
Every one of our shows you can actually watch, and you can actually go back and watch them at a later time if you didn't get to watch them.
You can watch them over and over again.
I know. So we're so blessed to have such great people around us, and you're lucky too because you got a great person around you.
Of course.
You know I'm talking about me, right?
Yes. That's why I said of course. What, do you think I'm stupid?
No, that you're not. That you're not. So, again, if you've got a business that's in the financial, home improvement, health, or legal industry, give us a call at 954-336-3767. We actually are completely sold out of Friday shows. We're sold out of Monday shows.
But we are going to be adding Thursday, most likely, yes.
Thursday from 4 to 5. So we've got a few spots left. Hey, we even have a dealership, a car dealership.
We do, a Jaguar. Yes,
Jaguar
and
Land Rover dealership that's part of our show. And we also have a family attorney that's part of our show. We have one of the top law firms that do HOA and condo. That's all they do. They're going to be on this month. And then last week we had Howard.
As a matter of fact, they were just on
Elder Law.
Yes, and they were just on, my father told me today, on the front cover of Money in the Sun Sentinel.
You're kidding me.
Kay and Benda.
Yes.
Yes.
So they're part of our show, which we are just so happy about. And we also have a foreclosure attorney with
And a funeral
Belu
home.
and Belu.
Yes, Weiss Funeral Home.
Yes,
So we
because-
run the full gamut of everything here.
Because pre-planning when it comes to funeral
Especially here in South Florida with all the
is-
retirees.
is
snowbirds.
so important. And I think we also have a credit repair company coming on Thursdays. So we are just jam-packed. I'm so proud of us. We pulled this off.
Barner and Baylor's, I can't even talk. Barnum and Bailey are coming on too for the circus.
We have a circus show? Renee, let me tell the jokes. And she laughed
I
at
couldn't
her own
listen. I
joke.
couldn't even say it. I got tongue tied.
Listen, I got to tell you, if you know, Renee and I have other shows on in town, and if you've never caught one of our shows, we are crazy. I'm just going to say that we are crazy, but sometimes
Only for that show. We're not crazy for this show.
But sometimes we
We're
have to
subdued
be,
here.
a little on the serious side, whether you're talking about addictions or even foreclosure. That's not a show you want to joke around with when it comes to foreclosure.
Of course not.
But sometimes, like a show like this, our true personalities will come out, and we can get a little crazy. Like Renee's looking at me like, what is he going with
Get
this?
a little crazy. You are a little crazy.
Okay, but I'm proud of that.
Okay. Me too.
And I very rarely get to do this. I want to thank my co-host. Rene and I have been co-hosting radio shows for 2 years now.
Time flies.
That's a long
it really,
time.
and you know something? We originally started at this station with our other show.
know.
We were here for a year, so I feel like this
Such
is
a great station.
It really is, and you know something? That's why when I came back to the studio, I was so happy because I actually felt like this is like home for us. This was our home base.
I know.
And this station covers all of Broward and Palm Beach.
It's a 50,000
Yes,
watt
it even goes
station.
down to North Miami, which is incredible.
I know. We were picking up fine in North Miami.
We were,
So
yeah.
someone who wants to cover most of South Florida, Martin County, Broward, Palm Beach, this is just the perfect show. It's the perfect station for this. They have
The perfect venue, and also iHeart as well.
Yeah, you can listen to our show on iHeart, but it's the perfect station. I'm so glad to be back. They have such a great staff here, and especially our good friend Duff, who's the I guess he would be not the general manager of the station, but he's the operations manager, I would say, because he's the one who's responsible.
He's the one with the voice that does all the commercials. He's
great
wonderful.
commercials
Yes.
that we do, and knocks out our commercials for our sponsors. We want to thank everybody today. Enjoy the rest of the Labor Day, and stay safe. We will see you next Friday from 4 to 5.
Have a great week,
Have
everyone.
a great week. Hey, without you, there is no us.
That's true.
Peace and love.
We're out.